Alright guys, welcome to my first video in my geometry series, and today we're just going to discuss some fundamental concepts of geometry. They're pretty basic. Going to be a quick video here. So we have these four ideas called a point, a line segment, and array. And all I'm basically going to do in this video is just kind of define what those are and show you what they look like. So a point in math is basically a single location or an exact position on a plane or a surface. So it looks something like this. It's basically a dot. So for example, if we had, a Cartesian plane like this, and we had the point, let's say that's 2, 1, that's a point. That's one application of a point. There we go. So that's one point. It's just a single location, has not really special, just a dot right there. And then next we have a thing called a line. Now, just from basic everyday language, we should be pretty familiar with what lines are. Looks something like this, right? Well, yes, and also no. There's a key difference between a line and a line segment, and this right here is actually not helping because this doesn't really show that I have endpoints or that it goes on forever. So a line is something that looks like this. And that's about it. It's basically a straight path with arrows pointed in opposite directions without end. There's no definite beginning or ending. In other words, it has no end. It just goes on forever. So for example, let's say we have an equation y equals I don't know, just x. Alright, that's simple. So I'm going to draw my Cartesian plane, my coordinate plane here. Make that better. Alright, that's good enough. So that would be a line. There's no, it's continuous. There's no closed interval here. And as you can see, there are the arrows indicating that it is indeed a line. Now, it would not be a line if it were something like this. If there were a clear, if there were clear dots, endpoints, in other words, that would be what's called a line segment, and that looks something like this. Clear endpoints. It's basically just like a little chunk of a line, but they have, as I mentioned, endpoints, a clear and definite beginning and end. Although, depending on where you start, it depends on which one's the beginning, which one's the end, but they have definite endings on both sides. And then array is basically just a combination. Oh, that's a call. Hold on. And basically, array is just a combination of the two. So it's just a, let's see, a point that extends on a straight path and then doesn't end. And obviously, and then there's the key property here is that there's just one constraint, that being one endpoint, and then on the other side there is no ending. And that's basically it for today's episode, or lesson, or whatever you want to call this. And so those are points, lines, line segments, and rays. And these are key, fundamental, basic concepts, sorry about the phone, that you need to know forever. Alright, that's about it, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time.